going to get started. So make sure your microphones are muted, and let's continue to show respect by staying on mute unless a teacher calls on you. Does that sound good? Okay. So microphones are muted. Today is Friday, September 25th, 2020. So if today is Friday, that means yesterday was, let's see, Jose, what was yesterday?
Thursday.
Good job, Jose. Thursday. Yesterday was Thursday. If yesterday was Thursday and today is Friday, that means tomorrow will be, let's see, who's using the raise your hand button? Landon.
Saturday.
Awesome job. Saturday. Tomorrow will be Saturday. All right, let's write the date together. It is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th month. September is the 9th month. Dash 25 dash 20. And again, that is 9 dash 25 dash 20. Okay. Who can tell me what season it is? What season it is? Anderson. Can you tell me the season?
Hi.
Anderson, we have fall, winter, spring, summer.
Anderson speaks Spanish.
Okay, I'll help Anderson out. Anderson, in English, fall. Can you say fall? Elias, can I have you help us out with the season?
Fall.
Fall. Elias, can you tell me what the next season is going to be? Fall, winter, spring, or summer? Winter, yes, nice job. So we have fall and then winter. Okay, we are going to do days of the week. So go ahead and get your snapping fingers ready. We'll sing it 2 times through. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 One more time, help me out. There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Good job, boys and girls. First grade, I'm going to have you stand up for months of the year. We're going to sing it through 2 times. All right, here we go. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. Those are the months of the year, and we all turn around. One more time. January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. Those are the months of the year, and we all sit down. Awesome job. Okay. We need to figure out how many days we've been in school. So I'm going to move the camera over here. So this shows how many days we've been in school from yesterday. So I want you to count these, but then you need to add one more. If you know the answer to how many days we've been in school, go ahead and raise your hand. And I'm going to call on Angela. Angela, how many days have we been in school? Kaya, can I have you help out Angela? Kaya, can you count these and then add one more to tell us how many days we've been in school?
One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
And then
It's
to
18.
18. And then one more will be
19.
19. Very good, Kaya.
19.
How do I write a 19, Kaya? What goes in the tens?
19.
What goes in the tens?
A 1.
Good job. And in the ones?
The 1. And the 9.
Awesome. Very good job. We have one group of 10. 9 little ones. Very good job, Kaya. Okay. Last thing we have is the weather. So I'm going to bring the camera back. And we're going to decide what the weather is like today. And we'll write the answer here. And we will choose a card. So if you would like to look out your window right now and figure out what the weather is like, I can give you some cards to help. But if you have a good answer without these cards, that's okay too. Xander, I see you're raising your hand. Xander, what's the weather like today? We have some rain, sun, windy, cloudy, partly cloudy, hot. What do you think, Xander? Can I have you say it a little bit louder, Xander?
I'm gonna go check out the window.
Okay, go check out the window and then come let us know. Boys and girls, while he's doing that, I want you to think about what your choice would have been and see if it's the same. Okay. What'd you... Cloudy. Okay. So I heard smoky and cloudy. Was it all the way cloudy or partly cloudy? Partly cloudy. So we could write partly cloudy. If you saw a little bit of sunshine, we would say partly cloudy. So,
That was my choice.
was that yours too, Liam?
Yes.
Partly
I see sun on the distance.
cloudy. Partly cloudy. So we would say, what's the weather like today? Today's weather is partly cloudy. Nice job, boys and girls. Thank you for helping me with calendar. Now, we have two things that we're going to be working on. So I'm going to move my camera over here so we can talk. We have a read aloud, and with that read aloud, we have a little art project for you guys to do. So the first thing we're going to do is have you get your art supplies ready, but then I want you to make sure that it is off to the side where you're not playing with it. Can you please make sure you have your paper bag and your yellow piece of paper, and then you have black and white.
Teacher?
Yes.
Is it like the new package thing?
Nope, it would have been from last week. Correct?
Yes.
So, when you turned in your packets last night, you were not supposed to return these because it wasn't on the list of things to bring back. So go ahead and make sure you have all of this stuff. You're also going to need glue, scissors, and your crayons. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep it all together, and then I'm just going to put it on my desk so I'm not playing with it because I really want to pay attention to the story. Go ahead and show me that you're ready by using the raise your hand button. Thank you. I see 8 people are raising their hands. Zayden, yeah?
What people do we need?
Okay, good question. You should have your paper bag. It's brown.
Okay.
This yellow piece of paper. And these should have all been stuck together. So you have black and white and the yellow, and they should have all been stuck together with your paper bag. So when you got it, it should have looked like this. Okay, so what we can do is you can watch and follow along, Liam, and then when we upload this to YouTube later, you can either try and see if you can find your supplies, or we can send you out some new ones for next week, okay? Okay.
I don't have mine either.
Okay, so you'll have to do the same thing. If you can just watch for now, and then the supplies that you need for it is something super easy to find, or we can just give you new ones for this next week. So.
She's muted.
Mom has a roller phone.
My teacher's muted.
Giraffe can't dance. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slant, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin.
Gerardo era una jirafa muy alta con un cuello largo y delgado. Sus rodillas estaban torcidas y sus patas apuntaban a los lados.
He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees.
Pararse, eso lo hacía bien, y mascar retoños también.
But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees.
Pero cuando trataba de correr, sus rodillas lo hacían caer.
Now every year in Africa they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance.
En África, todos los años se celebra el baile bestial, donde todos los animales brincan de un modo inusual.
And this year when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad.
Y este año, cuando el día llegó, la pobre jirafa triste se quedó, porque cuando salió a bailar, ni un solo paso pudo dar.
The warthogs started waltzing, and the rhinos rock and rolled.
Los jabalíes bailaban un vals, los rinocerontes un rock descontrolado.
The lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold.
Los leones bailaban un tango muy elegante y apasionado.
The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel.
Los chimpancés bailaban cha-cha-cha moviendo mucho los pies.
And 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel.
Y 8 babuinos bailaban un baile bien escocés.
Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor, but the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar.
Gerardo se armó de valor y a la pista intentó salir. Pero los leones lo vieron y comenzaron a rugir.
Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird.
Oigan, miren al torpe Gerardo, todos empezaron a burlar. Ay, Gerardo, ¿cómo se te ocurre? ¿Las jirafas no pueden bailar?
Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot.
Gerardo se congeló al instante, no hizo el menor movimiento. Tienen razón, pensó. Ay, qué tonto yo me siento.
So he crept off from the dance floor, and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone.
Así que huyó de la pista y a su casa regresó. Nunca antes en su vida tan triste se sintió.
Then he found a little clearing, and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh.
Entonces vio algo de luz y hacia el cielo la vista alzó. Qué hermosa se ve la luna, suspirando susurró.
Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song.
Disculpa, tosió un grillito que lo había visto anteriormente. A veces solo hace falta otra canción cuando somos un poco diferente.
Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to.
Escucha la hierba y los árboles cuando están en movimiento. Para mí no hay música más bella que las ramas movidas al viento. Imagina que hasta la luna hace melodías para ti. En todas partes hay música si tú lo deseas así.
With that the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round.
Dicho esto, el grillo sonrió, de pronto sacó su violín, Gerardo dejó que su cuerpo se moviera algo por fin. Sus pezuñas se arrastraban, trazando círculos en el lugar, su cuello suave se balanceaba y su cola no paraba de girar.
He threw his leg out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air.
Sus brazos se abrieron por completo y se columpiaron con soltura. Entonces dio una voltereta y saltó por las alturas.
Gerald felt so wonderful, his mouth was open wide. I am dancing, yes, I'm dancing, I am dancing, Gerald cried.
Reía de oreja a oreja de tanta felicidad. Estoy bailando, gritaba, bailando de verdad.
Then one by one each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced.
Uno por uno los animales que en la pista habían bailado se asombraron al ver a Gerardo menearse de lado a lado.
They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen!"
Es un milagro, gritaron, es un sueño quizás. Gerardo es el mejor bailarín que hayamos visto jamás.
"How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow.
¿Cómo aprendiste a bailar así? Eso sí es una sorpresa, pero Gerardo dio un giro y luego inclinó la cabeza.
Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love."
Miró a la luna y las estrellas y se dispuso a hablar. Con la música más bella todos podemos bailar.
We are going to start with the paper bag. So right now it's upside down, and you can turn it the other way just to see where the opening is.
I don't have a paper bag.
So for right now, you'll just have to watch, and then after we upload it, I want you to see if you can double check and make sure you have all of your supplies, and then you can rewatch the video to do it. Or if you can't find it, we might be able to send some more supplies home. So you should be able to put your bag on your hand like this, and it makes a puppet. So we are going to be making giraffe hand puppets. So the reason I'm having you put it on your arm right now is to make sure you can see where the front of the face is going to be. So do you see how there's a flap here? That is going to be the front of your face. So when you're working on yours, you want to make sure that that's the side you're working on, the flap side, not the back. You want to work on the side that has the flap. So it's going to be down on your table with the flap side up. First thing I want you to do is take your yellow piece of paper, and I want you to make sure you have your crayons, and we are going to make the head and the ears. So go ahead and get a black crayon, and I want you to watch how much of the space that Miss Prince is using, so when you cut yours out, you use the same space. So we want to use about half of the paper for the head. So we're just going to make a big circle, and it takes up about half of the paper. Do you see that? And then on the other side, we're going to make the ears. So we're going to make these football looking shapes.
What paper do you need? What are we making? What color of crayon do you need?
So Kieran, I'm using a black crayon. You can use any color you want, but this is what you should have on your paper. You have a big circle for the head and two football long shapes for the ears.
Is it a bunny, teacher?
I'm going to remind you, boys and girls, that if you are all unmuting at the same time, I can't hear you. So it's super important that you stay muted. And then if you have a question, you need to use the raise your hand button and a teacher can help you. We have 4 teachers on here to help. But if you all talk at the same time, it's really hard for us to help you. Thank you. If you are done with this part, you're going to cut out each of the pieces. So each of these are separate. You're going to cut out this shape, and this shape. So I remember that when I use my scissors, I need to keep the point away from me. That's how I use scissors. Okay, I have one cut out.
Zayden, do you have a question?
I can't find my scissors.
Uh-oh. So Zayden, you might want to just use this time as getting all of your stuff ready. And then later today, after we post these videos on YouTube, you can go back and watch them. That's why we always record all of our videos, so you can go back if you miss something. So if you want to just get it ready, you can get all of the supplies ready and then you'll be able to cut it out later. Or maybe if you have a parent there, they can help you find other scissors.
Teacher. When you want to cut the out, it just looked like a mouth and eyes.
So this is how you should have a circle and two for the ears. It's okay if they don't look exactly like mine. Every single one of our art projects are going to be unique to us. I'm so excited to see how these turn out. So I will give you just a little bit of time to make sure you have all of these cut out, and then we'll glue them onto the bag and we'll do the next step.
I'm done. I'm done, teacher. Done, teacher.
Reminder that if you need help, you need to use the raise your hand button.
Does Angela have a question?
Okay, so boys and girls, the next step. Can you use what? Okay. So boys and girls, you are going to want to glue your circle on the part that has the flap. You see that? So you're going to glue your circle. That's the giraffe's head. So you're going to take your glue stick. We sent home brand new glue sticks with everyone yesterday. So you put the glue on the back and you glue the head down. You want to make sure, boys and girls, that when you glue it, you don't get the glue underneath the flap, because when you put it on your hand, it won't open. So do you see how I have the giraffe's head right there? I don't want to put glue down here because it'll close it up and then it won't be able to talk. So now that I have the head glued on, I'm going to take the ears and they're going to go just like this. Now, when you glue the ears, you can choose if you want them to the side, straight up and down, however you want, because this is your art project. And you can do it however you want it to look. So I'm going to put them off to the side just a little bit, like this. almost exactly where the points are on the bag. So that can be a little guide on how to put them on there.
Let's not play with the raise hand button. If you have a question, just leave it on. So Leanne, do you have a question?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I think we're building, I think, a bunny.
It kind of looks like a bunny, you're right. So boys and girls, this next part, I might have to do a little tiny bit fast because we only have 5 minutes left. So, I'm going to show you just on the video what we're doing, and then when we upload it, I want you guys to go back and be able to hit pause and slow the video down to finish yours. So, I'm going to keep working on mine. You do not have to go at the same speed as me. I just want to be able to show you in the video how to do it, and then you guys can work on it later. I'm taking a white crayon because I'm using the black paper now. And I'm going to make the little horns that they have on the giraffe. So, they have a little bump at the top, kind of like a bug antenna. And I want to make 2 of those. So remember, Miss Prince is going really fast because we only have about 5 minutes left. But then when you guys go back to work on yours, you guys can slow it down and hit the pause button. So I have one. Kind of looks like a little mushroom or something. So if you feel like, okay, this is way too fast for me, I'm just going to watch, that's a really good choice. And then you can go back and you guys can finish it when it's uploaded. Take my glue, put it on the horn, take my glue, put it on the horn. So now our giraffes have horns. The last part, and again, I know this is super fast, is the eyes. The eyes can be whatever size that you want them to be. I want mine to be kind of bigger, so I'm going to make mine this size. And then I'm also going to take my black crayon and make the eye, the dark spot on the eye. And I'm going to do that 2 times.
I know what it is, but I'm not gonna. It's something
From the story, right, Liam? So I have one eye. Two eyes. And then you can glue them on however you want. So I'm going to glue them so they kind of cover the top of the horns. But you don't have to do it like that. So mine's kind of cartoon looking for my giraffe. And then, boys and girls, what you can do is go back with your crayons and you can add details. So remember how we talk about adding details when we are writing? You're also going to want to add details when you do your art project. So you might want to add the nose, mouth. You might want to add something on the ears. Or you can go back into the video and rewind and watch in the read aloud and learn how to do the giraffe spots. So, this is just the main part of it, and then you have your giraffe. But he does need some spots or else he might be confusing. Yeah. So, this is something for you to do later with your family. You can go back and watch the video to do the last steps. Couple of things before we go, boys and girls. For science today, do you guys remember last week during science we talked about taking something from your house and reusing it instead of throwing it away? For science today, I want you to make sure that you have that ready in front of you, and then we are going to do sort of a show and tell with them. So I showed you guys, I modeled the plastic bag. Instead of throwing the plastic bag away, you could turn it into something else. There's also examples of using old milk cartons and turning them into different projects. I've also seen lots of people use toilet paper rolls or paper towel rolls, and instead of throwing those away, they reuse them and turn them into something cool. I've seen binoculars made out of toilet paper rolls. I've seen all kinds of really cool stuff. So if you decided to do part of the science project where you built something and reused something from your house, that's what you're going to share today. If you didn't, that's okay. That's all I have for you guys. Senorita Garcia, do you have anything?
I got a teacher.
What?
I'm talking to
The
teacher.
ears look like
I thought we bringing our stuff from home for show and tell, but not that we make out of paper.
We don't have show and tell today for for calendar. Senior Garcia, do you have anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what was the question? Sorry.
Do you have any announcements?
No, I don't.
Okay, that's okay. All right, boys and girls. So reminder, Miss Prince went through the last part really quick because we had a lot of stuff to do. So when you go back and finish yours, if you need more help with figuring out how to do the horns or the eyes, you're going to want to go back into the video after we put it on YouTube and slow the video down so you can watch it.